They're into the stretch. Good Magic's in front. Good Magic pulls away from Solomini, and Bolduro will not get there today. Good Magic's gonna win his first race, and he's gonna do it in the Breeders Cup Juvenile under Jose Ortiz. He won it by 5.5 lengths.
Well, we were on to Keeneland very early. Niall Brennan and I bought Palace Malice, so we were very fond of the stallion, and Good Magic was a medium-sized but a beautifully made horse. Great mechanics, lovely neck on him, and he's a really efficient mover, which is one of the things that impressed me about him. But the thing that impressed me most was his demeanor, the aura about him. He's a very smart horse, and he's got that elite quality about him that top horses have. He was a very clean horse, great limbs on him, very correct. And the word balance is overused, but he was very symmetrical. Everything flowed from his neck, neck backwards. Just a cool horse. I thought he would be a summer 2-year-old, and he was, but he's like most of the Keenelands, or all the Keenelands, he gets better with maturity, distance, and time. And each race he keeps getting better. So he did that at 2, and we're hoping that that's the case again here. This is his 3rd start, and Chad is very happy with the way he's coming into the race, and hopefully he stays that way. And if he does, he'll run his race because he's very consistent. He's very reliable. He's a very honest horse. He shows up morning after morning training and in his works, and he's the same in the afternoons. He's a very dependable, reliable horse. Yeah, he was overlooked a little bit, and understandably so. There were multiple Group 1 winners in there, particularly the home horse Bolduro, who was very, very impressive in his 3 wins going up to the race. And we were of the opinion that he was continuing to improve. Good Magic was improving with every race, and we thought he really, like most Keenelands or all Keenelands, he'd be better suited to 2 turns where, it's an easier race going around 2 turns instead of a 1-turn mile. And fortunately, he showed up, and he was extremely impressive on the day. He got a nice break after the Breeders Cup. He went back to Stone Street Training Centre and got a nice 6-week break there, and he was turned out for 30 days, and he resumed training in the middle of December. And that was by design, to try and have a fresh horse for the spring, for the classics and for the summer. It's very hard to go 12 months a year with these horses. So the first race, Chad had a plan, and he was working backwards from the Derby, and the Fountain of Youth was the starting point. It was not the end goal. And he ran into some nice horses that were race fit, that were running over their home track, that breeze and train and gallop there every day. And he got a lot out of the race. He wasn't fully tuned for that race because, as I said, Chad was focused on the Derby and working backwards. So it was, I think from our standpoint, or the people that are close to the horse, sure, we'd love him to have won, but we never, for one moment, lost any confidence in the horse. And then he came back, and the 5 weeks between the Fountain of Youth and it was 5 weeks, whatever it was, the time between, it was 5 weeks between the Fountain of Youth and the Bluegrass. He really thrived, and he's continued to do so since the Bluegrass. It was the first one. Nyquist was very special because we had our hands on the horse, let's say, for 9 months, and we always thought he was a quality horse. And when he proved to be a good 2-year-old, that was very exciting, to win the Breeders' Cup and be champion, and then to come and win the Derby was just the ultimate. And then going a step even higher than that, breeding the Derby winner was beyond our wildest imaginations. That feeling still hasn't gone away. It's pretty cool, and Jerry and Dilger and I, we bred him, and the mare is actually back in foal to Keeneland, which we're very happy about. And so this is we're hoping for a 3-peat here, which would be phenomenal.